Welcome to Dweller of the Dark. We are a channel honoring the yellowed and blackened bones of many prominent authors. We will be digging up several obscure, strange, and forgotten authors who influenced many of the great horror, science fiction, and fantasy writers today. More tales of the horrifying, obscure, strange, and forgotten are climbing out of the tombs. Subscribe, comment, like, donate, or I'll send Thaddeus Forge to steal your heathen soul. Unknown horror masters, send us ghoulish delights for the Skull and Bones collection. Your pound of writer's flesh will continue to feed our ghouls for now. Books, websites, podcasts, in the links below. Children of Horror, Legion of Ghouls. Tonight, long live the King in Yellow and the Great God Pan. We unleash pandemonium, literally, with this charmingly demonic family tale inspired by both. Journey through the hellish cold and darkness with the Sad Man. Enjoy. The Sad Man by Jeffrey LeBlanc. Everything dies in the winter. As the cold clambers in, chilling and killing everything from verdant grass to ancient trees to even the gentle wren. I see its devilish work all around. From the remnants of frozen, bone-colored cane creaking in the charred fields to the somber red oaks and their skeletal branches swaying over their piles of burnished leaves, to the pale blue, waxen form of me, freezing as I wade through the icy waters of Black Bayou. I, in earnest, rebuke this sinister wraith of the woods. All of us, the trees, the frozen fawn to my left, and even me, are withered, shivering ghosts of what we once had been, the longer the cold steals our soul. But maybe the cold is offering me the kindest of mercies in my greatest moment of hellish torture. Maybe the frigid winter is promising me a respite. All I have to do is stop and sink down into a chilled finality beneath those comforting obsidian waves. Now, like the Spanish moss drifting slowly over my head, I let myself drift in the icy waters and feel the biting sting of the winter winds. I let go, feeling my consciousness flickering as a candle in a hurricane wind. It's brief my moment to give in, and I falter, then plunge beneath frigid waters. Something stops me from exhaling, drowning, and just letting go. Was it hearing just overhead, at the shimmering surface, the whispers of the wind, or something else? Maybe Mama and Daddy just called out seeing my stupidity. It sure sounded like them. Up from the murk, I re-embrace the numbing, windswept chill, seeing no one. I shake my head and groan at what I was about to foolishly do. How close was I before the very door of a cold death? I continue my swim. I must find shelter and build a fire soon, or I will be nevermore. But will a small fire be enough? Pausing in this macabre scene, in this spiraling dance with death, I look up at the tomb-gray pall of the wintry sky. How the north winds pull those purplish-black storm clouds right over my very head. Certainly, nature herself is ensuring my final demise to the foreboding terrors lurking in its wake. And, as if on cue, blinding lightning crashes down just to my left, smelling the burning of a nearby struck live oak and the ozone from the blast. I'm snapped out of the momentary pause skyward. I know now is not the time to stop and take a breath. I can't relax and lay low so close to them. I can't bed down in the dryness of the green palmetto and wait out the iced rains and lightning with the horde hunting me. For you see, I can hear their talons and their hooves closing on my trail. They slither, flop, and flap mere hundreds of feet behind me. As they gain, they use all their tricks to stall me. I can feel them in my head, taunting me. As my ears bleed from another trumpeting blast, I know they gain another few feet. I know it sounds like the rantings of a lunatic that I say such things. You ask how can you believe such things? But by God, I swear what I tell you is the truth. Bedeviled predators are howling, soaring, and hunting after me. I know you can hear them, can't you? Please, tell me you can. Well, to hell with you if you can't. I know they are out there, and I can tell you what they are capable of. Blood savagery of a most diabolical kind. I must continue my swim forward and away from the creatures. This I must endeavor to do, despite the icy waters and the imminent rain. I just pray I get a break and those ominous black clouds aren't sleet or snow. If it is, I can't help but feel the long sleep, the night eternal, the permanent slumber is close at bay for me, especially if I stay submerged here and do nothing. Mama, Daddy, are you out there? You said to meet you at Crow's camp. I'm here. I shiver uncontrollably and take in a shaky breath. I'm so scared and lost without you. I look around wide-eyed and cry out terrified in the darkening yellow light of the swamp. Sobbing, I plead to the gusting, chilled winds watching a winter storm move in. Please, say anything. I put a hand to my brow and block the shards of late golden sunshine. The molten rays are breaking through the clouds. As I do so, I remember Daddy's last words. He barked orders while we both turned, wide-eyed, to the town's red brick clock. I think he gulped as he pushed me protectively into Black Bayou. It was in the same instance this towering, yellowish-horned thing lumbered out of a mirroring rift. It was gelatinous and writhing as several yellow squid twisted together. But then, between the fluorescent ochre ooze and flailing tentacles, I saw its half-form was peculiarly enough. A man with row upon row of shark-like teeth. To our shock, the half-formed or deformed squid creature continued oozing and writhing out of the shimmering portal near the town clock. As I floated in place in the silted brown water, Daddy barked orders, and I nodded as best I could. Peanut, they are everywhere. We got to get to Crow's camp. He's got a bunk of guns and supplies. Daddy pointed to Mama, who was ducking between a frightened throng of people. Mama has run to get the boat started. I'll swing over there. If we ain't by the bridge in 5 minutes, you start swimming the Crows. He tossed me something shiny, keys, that I narrowly caught in the water. Why don't I just go with you now? I looked up incredulously at having been thrown in the nasty bayou. It makes no sense, Daddy. You'll understand one day, son. Then he pointed while yelling a warning. You swim to the bridge and dive down if they come for you. No matter what you hear, stay hidden. Daddy took the deepest of breaths. His eyes welled and he winced at me. Or had he dropped a tear as his words broke? Me and Mama love you. That had been hours, a lifetime ago. If they were alive, I don't know. They didn't make the bridge, but I did as I was told. When the things tore through town, I dove beneath the bridge into a special hiding space, a concrete cave inside the bridge. It was the same one me and my friend Bobby John used when we played hide and seek. Sitting on a ledge in an air pocket within the cave, I heard terrified, blood-curdling screams in the darkness. I closed my ears as a woman near the bridge pleaded for her life. Then I heard something tear like jelly and a slurping sound just feet above me. Through the dwindling light from a crack above, something dripped on my face. At first, I thought it was water, but it was salty. You can imagine my shock and disgust when I realized what had landed on me. Blood. Did I make it to Crow's camp? Well, I'm here now. Mama and Daddy aren't here. I got delayed a bit in my journey. The squid man realized some of us would swim to a safe harbor. It had been lightning fast when I saw it attack. It writhed and squirmed like a pile of yellow inchworms on land. When I swam out later to look for Dad and Mom and keep my promise, I saw the yellow half-man and tentacled monster was 3 times as fast and deadly in the waters of Black Bayou. Pieces of gnawed bodies laid scattered everywhere in its blood-foamed wake. It literally turned Black Bayou red with all its killing. Witnessing such ruthlessness and knowing I'd surely perish swimming that part of the bayou, I ran south to Water Swamp, where I prayed I could grab a pirogue and paddle a back chanash to reach Crow's. Now, as those weird creatures that dropped out of that interdimensional rift hunt for me and others that survived, I journey onward and stay low like Daddy and Mama taught me. The last rays of sun are being blotched out by the roll of a towering gray thunderstorm and the sudden assault of silver rain. The sheets of deluge wash over me in an iced embrace, but I don't feel the stinging. Icy rain begin to flood down on me, for my skin, curiously, is a blistering flame as the drops fall and steam. I can't feel their coolness even on my eyes, for my eyes are blinded by blast of scorching heat. It's in the moment, as the fires rage across my body, that I hear a reptile's voice. The sounds emanating from the beast are all around me. The voice has all the sound of a hissing alligator protecting its nest.
We are the creeping malevolence from the cool-guarded well, the dweller of dark unfathomable realms in hell. Demoniacal legion, abomination and whispers have been said. Learn our labyrinth and shrieking madness with the tortured dead. See us, hear us, feel the infernal flame. Quench soul with the golden leviathan, the monster chaos across infinite planes. For we will be the diabolical tyrant lurking inside your head.
More viper-like chants strike out as coiled serpents into my feverish head. I wince hearing them and grab my bleeding ears. The sounds continue pulsating as my ears bleed. I feel the world around me bend and warp as a gilded mirror. Somehow, inside my very skull, things burn as if my brain has been incised by thousands of razors or fanged teeth, burrowing and twisting and ripping deep into my subconscious. I pull my hair and scream. My eyes go blind from the wrenching pain with colors of magenta, blue, and ochre, while electrical arcs spasm through my flesh. I contort, losing my bowels and retch. Again, I hear voices all around me. I first catch their chants trembling the black waters. Their cadence drones on, shaking the very earth of the flooded wood. These are not Mama and Daddy's comforting warm voices approaching to rescue and console me. No, these slithering, writhing words are icily cruel and incalculably evil. They whisper from darkening storm clouds above me. My ears focus and follow as they locate their incessant chants, as they rumble up from beneath the slimy echo. The ominous words disorient me as they continue, whilst I stand amidst the swirls of emerald green water plants. They ooze and echo in the shadows of every swaying tree. Again, the flames, real or imagined, sear. In their scorching red fire, I smell charred flesh, my flesh. I swoon and scream as my mind is a whirling hurricane of bluish arcs, jarred images, and smoldering red flashes. Once more, the reptiles chant.
We are the creeping malevolence from the cool guarded well, the dweller of dark, unfathomable realms in hell, demoniacal legion. Abomination and whispers have been said. Learn our labyrinth and shrieking madness with the tortured dead. See us, hear us, feel the infernal flame, quench soul with the golden leviathan, the monster chaos across infinite plains. For we will be the diabolical tyrant lurking inside your head.
Abominable, ancient, alien, and ominous words I hearken as deadly familiar, heinously fiendish, and of course most evil. My heartbeat races as out of control as my captured thoughts. Alarmed and horrified, I stagger and stumble to control my very legs and feet to flee. Mama, Daddy, please help me. I cry out to the rain and wind. I hear only the swaying cypress and Tupelo creak back in reply. I got turned around when the demons attacked. Please help me. Only the moss swaying above my head answers back.
Thank you for listening. Have a great night.